No-code tools are getting more and more popular in the past months, but in my opinion, they are heavily overhyped for what they can actually accomplish. So not only in this video, I'm going to compare these tools, I'm going to share with you my insights, like how to actually work with no-code tools and what to expect from them. Only because the no-code tools are really good for surface level stuff. In a moment when things are going to get more complicated, you can get in a circles with the AI, because the AI is going to try to fix some issue or like add some feature, but it's going to then like influence other things and it's not going to work. So I'm going to share with you the examples, what I've built and what I accomplished with no code and vibe coding. So primarily for the no code, I was using base 44 because I like it so much comparing to Lovable, comparing to Replit, comparing to Bolt.new and others. And I liked the way how could I work with it. So what it accomplished. So the first thing that I've built is this kind of like YouTube advanced filtering for channels, because I'm a full-time YouTuber of 7 years. I got multiple channels and I don't like analyzing a lot of videos when someone got like 1,000 videos on their channel. So I built this tool where I just like inserted my YouTube API. And right here, for example, for this channel, I could change the minimum duration to 15 minutes, minimum views 100,000, and I actually got the videos in that kind of like mark. So here I can like sort it out. I can have like the time period. I can have like video age here, so older than 6 months, and I can just like change things, or like let's say older than 1 year, and voila, right? So I primarily build things for myself first to see how it helps my own business and maybe if it can like help others too. The second thing that I built was my own productivity tool in a way that I liked, right? That I got tasks there, I got the projects there, I got like daily goals, like a timer. And again, I built it for myself to see if I can do it with the no code. But the problem is coming like when I would like to set it up for other people. So let's say I want to have Stripe their payment. Let's say I want to have integrations with other things like Zapier, end-to-end. Let's say there are going to be more features asked by people, or people are going to say they had like error there, error there, error there. And now in the moment when you try to fix it, then it's going to get complicated only because the AI can be like circling. And you're not going to fix anything because you don't really understand the code, and don't even don't even start talking about the kind of the security of things. So that's video on a completely different time. So this has been my own personal experience. Base 44 worked very good for the no code, but in the moment when you just like don't understand what is happening, it's like overhyped for the way that you can make like a lot of money with it. So for the basic stuff, it's good, but like I don't trust it that you could make like a lot of money just with this, right? That you're gonna set up your own software as like SaaS in 20 minutes with like no code tool and you're good to go. But what I'm going to present you next is something that I like way more comparing to base 44 and also the Bolt.new, for example, what it's going to create, and even comparing to Lovable, that is right now generating kind of things, is using Cursor. I know that right now the Cursor got a little bit more expensive, but for me still it's way better comparing to just like using no code, because you can actually understand the processes and slowly you can learn how to code, even when I know it's working with AI. I know it's not standard what was like many years ago, but it's way better comparing to using these no code tools. And you get, I think, even like free trial with Cursor to actually learn stuff. So for example, I'm going to show you what I built right now. This is the application also for me that I'm possibly going to launch also on the Google Play and iOS store, but I need to like check out how the responsivity works. This application is going to allow you, and I built it by myself as someone who doesn't know how to program at all, that this app is going to allow you to see what you're doing every single hour in the day, where you're just going to write down like every single hour based on like notification, what were you doing. So first you have automatically, you can change the time here. So let's say it's going to go from, I don't know, to 23, okay, or you can go like to 20, and it's going to go until that, no more. And then to fill it is like pretty simple. You're just gonna add activity. Let's say I like recording video. Then I'm going to add tag video, and time spent, let's say like 45 minutes, I can add more activities. I'm going to save here. So I get recording video. Automatically in settings, I got the tags that I can like delete, remove. And not only that, I built it also with the analytics page where you can actually see past days, what were you doing every single hour. So you can have this kind of like accountability that, okay, I know that I didn't spend like 5 hours watching YouTube videos and 3 hours playing games because I can actually see what I was doing. So this is something I like. I even build with analytics and it looks good. Like for someone that I built first time my application, I can say I'm like proud of what I've built, and I just like build it only with cursor. But now I gained so much experience. I built with Flutter how to actually build things. Therefore, I know for the next project I'm going to build, I know way more how things work. Therefore, I know how I can execute it way quicker. And if it's like simple app that I can have ads there that can provide value to people, I know that I can build it. And then if I can get like responsibility for all devices, for example, Google like Play Store, and I'm learning a lot thanks to using cursor. That's the problem with no-code tools, is that you are not going to kind of like learn a lot with no-code tools. But with kind of like this vibe coding, you can actually like learn. Because like, for example, with the design, maybe like, okay, how you make pretty design, you're gonna go to sites which got like templates for the applications, and you're just gonna paste it to cursor. This is what I want. Now then I get like pages here. Like for example, you're gonna ask like, okay, what language we're gonna build it with? What are my options? How difficult it is to build with each, like how structured I should have? What are the things that I'm missing? Is it difficult to build? Because like if I'm going to build like a simple application that solves a specific issue that works in a specific way, and I'm not building like complex like CRM for dentists, they got like a lot of stuff, maybe even that I could build. But again, that's like more complex project. And that's what I like to do, is that just like build things that are not that huge straight up. So we can like learn along the way, because like I build these things, and slowly I'm learning more and more, and it's so much fun. Because there is no way that I would be able to build this like 2 years back. No way with, let's say, just ChatGPT. But right now I was able to build something by my own as someone who doesn't know coding, that I'm not expert in UI, but even like these details, like I know it's lagging a little bit only because there is this thing with the Android, like that is like works slow, but on the phone it's smooth. So we're gonna open it, automatically activity go down. Then from the right side, I like programmed, vibe coded that the animations and everything, and you can even export the data. So that's what I want to share with you, is that that's what I recommend to do, rather than just using no-code tools. Use like vibe coding, maybe even cloud code, to build something and learn the process, how you're building it, what you're learning. And the more you're gonna do it, the better you're gonna be at it. But with no-code tools, it's like a lazy way of things to do. And many times the kind of like the templates and everything looks like similar. And I'm not a fan of it. So let's say, yes, it right now built the Lovable. You're gonna say, oh my God, it looks very good. But you know, maybe there are going to be some issues in the future. And that's something that you have to be aware of, right? That, for example, this will take me way more time to build with the cursor, of course. So you can test it out for yourself, that what you want to actually build. But for me, the base 44 is like a winner in that you can test it out for yourself. Also, you actually see what I've built with it. Lovable is like kind of all right, but it's all just, you know, like even just when you look on published projects, what people actually built, look at that, right? If it's actually something like complex and stuff like that. And if it was actually like enough to build things. But this is my opinion. It's okay to build something simple, something effective, surface level, that doesn't need much. You can even like have like with the Lovable or with the base 44, that you're going to actually have it like a paid tool. I mean, like you can do it, that with the Stripe and with everything. You can do it. Maybe even I'm going to make this tool that is kind of like the filtering for people, and I'm going to have AdSense there for people, or like 5 searches for free. I don't know. But, and they're gonna have like their own YouTube API there. maybe I can like do something about it and make it better. But again, this thing would take me way longer to do with the base 44 or with cursor comparing to base 44. And for me, the base 44 works in a way more cleaner way comparing to Lovable when I compared it. And I just like working with it more. That has been my experience only. So yeah, you can use these tools. You can test it out, which one you feel is better for you. Now, my experience is that, let's say, for example, here it put it on the top, right? That right now you have the goals here, you can add a goal, you're gonna have the tasks here, you can add the tasks. Like, I'm not saying they're not working. It really depends what you want to build. Just be aware that maybe there are going to be issues on the way that you won't be able to fix by yourself. And with the no code. And if you can start focusing on something simple, like for example, this stuff doesn't take much, right? But again, the data here is wrong, that I would need to like look at it. The time period, and let's say go with the most viewed, and I can go with 8 minutes, 50,000, and then let's say older than 3 months, and time period like let's say last 6 months, all ages. So again, see, it works great, and it just uses my YouTube API. So hope this video provided you at least a little bit of value, and kind of my experience working with these things is that it works also with Lovable, it works with Replit, it works with Bolt.new. I'm not saying it doesn't, but just like there is no learning process at all. There's like trying to make quick money. And when you can have the learning process there, that's what I enjoy the most, to be honest. Like, okay, understand what language it's going to build with, what kind of problems I can encounter, how can I make it very effective, and like how can I connect with Supabase. And you can learn so much, it's so much fun, but then you can build more things, you can create more things that can like help others, that can be valuable. And that's what the life should be about, in my opinion, the journey. Not that like trying to make it, right? Journey. That's where the fun is. So thank you very much for watching, and have a great day, and goodbye.